after Lauren Murray, 8 contestants who had music careers before competing on X Factor. It turns out current hopeful Lauren isn't the only contestant to have had some experience under their belt. X Factor's Lauren Murray has already had a music career, despite claiming she'd done nothing before the show. The hopeful, currently vying for a place in the final, has previously featured on a single and been a member of a girl band. But Lauren's not the only person to enter the competition with a little experience under their belt. Over the years there have been numerous acts who took a stab at winning a contract even though they'd already dabbled in the music industry. Here are 8 contestants who already had musical pasts. Lucy Spraggan. Lucy Spraggan is perhaps best remembered for bowing out of the X Factor because of illness in 2012. Despite her early exit, she's managed to stay relevant in the music industry, something she was on her way to achieving even before the show. Lucy had already released an album in 2011 and performed alongside the likes of Razorlight before she even auditioned. She was also no stranger to talent shows after being named runner-up in the live and unsigned competition in 2011. Avenue. Remember Avenue? The boy band were part of one of the show's first scandals when they auditioned in 2006. The group were all set to represent Lewis Walsh in the final 12 before it was revealed they already had a management deal. X Factor bosses refused to allow them to compete and they were replaced by Eaton Road. Member Max George later joined The Wanted and enjoyed a romance with Michelle Keegan. Every Cloud, A. Fleur East. When Fleur East auditioned for X Factor in 2014, bosses were well aware of her musical past. Why? Because she had already competed on the show back in 2005. Fleur was originally part of Addictive Ladies but found her hopes dashed when the group were kicked out in week 1. After getting the boot, Fleur stayed busy in the music industry, including releasing a number of singles. When she returned as a solo artist in 2014, the song Stress almost seized victory before just losing out to Ben Harino. Haluk Ilminster. Farmer Haluk Ilminster became an instant favorite when she auditioned in 2015. However, the blonde found herself bogged down in fixed claims after it was revealed she had a storied past in the music industry. Perhaps most damaging was that she had performed as a lead soprano alongside Il Divo, the same group championed by Simon Cowell. It's still debatable whether her link to head judge Simon ruined her chances, but either way she crashed out the contest during boot camp. Caissons. Caissons brought plenty to the table when he appeared on the show in 2012. He'd already fronted the electronic pop band Diagram of the Heart and was briefly a member of boy band 365. It still wasn't enough to lead him to victory though, and he crashed out the contest after finding himself in the bottom 2 with Rylan Clark. Mason Noise. Mason Noise will surely go down in history as one of the most controversial contestants ever. And between his outspoken comments and locking horns with the judges, it was revealed that the Brummie had starred in his very own music video. The video had racked up more than 100,000 views on YouTube before it was discovered, leaving Mason arguing that he didn't have an unfair advantage. He told Radio Times, "The truth is that I have my own little brand which I put on my videos. I'm not a signed artist. I don't think you should penalize someone for being a hustler." JJames. In 2014, JJames faced heaps of criticism when viewers discovered he had already worked with some of the music industry's biggest names. Just some of the artists he'd been affiliated with included John Legend, Booker T. Jones, Jessie J and Rebecca Ferguson. X Factor bosses allowed him to stay in the contest, saying that acts are judged purely on the strength of their audition. Jay ended up finishing in 6th place after finding himself in the sing-off against Stevie Ritchie. Melanie Masson. In 2012, Melanie Masson sailed through her first audition without making anyone aware of her history. But eventually her secret was out when the judges discovered she'd worked with the likes of Kasabian, Stereophonics, Fatboy Slim and Happy Mondays. On top of that, she'd also been signed with EMI. Defending herself, Melanie told The Sun, "Most of the work I did was 10 to 15 years ago. But for the past 6 years I've been a full-time mum. I had a brief deal with EMI 18 years ago but was dropped after a year. I've never really had that big break to shine as an individual. This is my last chance." She was eliminated from the contest in week 2 after the decision was sent to deadlock.